welcome to another very exciting moment on Baking You Memories. I'm so happy that you've been following through, sending in your responses, sending your questions and all that on our social media platform. Please send in pictures of your finished baked goods. I'm excited and waiting to see them. So remember, I'm your amiable host, Akpevwe Idonor, Blu Cakes Nigeria. Let's go ahead to what we're going to do today. Remember to always like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Thank you. So I'm going to teach you how to make cinnamon biscuits. It's just very pretty, just very tasty, and just simple to make. We're going to start with our butter and sugar. We'll try as much as possible to cream it until it's light textured and fluffy before we begin to incorporate the other ingredients. Our sugar. Then you can combine your dry ingredients together, your baking powder and your plain flour. This is your plain all-purpose flour. And then we're going to use cinnamon spice. It's pretty obvious now, Abby. So you have that in. And then we need just one egg. One large egg. Fresh, very important. So let me just clear this to this side. And let's go ahead with the creaming until we're ready to incorporate the other ingredients. So creaming is just a technique that you use to refer to the mixing of butter and sugar in a fast and consistent motion until it is light color, light textured, and can have this dropping consistency. So we're going to continue in this fashion until we achieve what we want. It's always best to just keep one motion. It's not like it's just one of those fables, but it's easier to achieve our end goal by keeping to one point. We can achieve that earlier and faster. So let's go ahead to that and you see how it turns out. Okay, so now you see we have achieved a smooth mixture, light textured and all. So just trying to scrape on the ones that are on the side of the bowl to put them inside. So the thing to do is to beat in the eggs at this point. It's always ideal to just, whisk your eggs to get in some air in there. Okay, so the next few steps are just very simple ones. You pour in your egg. And then you beat it in. So now it's time for us to put in the remaining of our combined dried ingredients. I want to scrape off all of this. Okay, set aside. So let me bring this in first. We are expected to have a paste-like mixture. So at some point, we're going to manually knead this mixture so that we can roll it out. It's coming there gradually. It's always good to have your spatula handy because it helps you to scrape off mixture that is hanging onto your paddle and to the sides of your bowl. Just to make sure we have nothing left to chance. Everything has to mix properly and evenly. We don't want lumps anywhere. We don't want some parts highly concentrated than the other. So we'll try to bring this in together. I want to use my fingertips first until I feel that I'm comfortable enough to bring it to my work surface. And what do you have to do? Your work surface has to be grease-free if you don't have any stain on it. And then you have to have it lightly dusted with flour so that it doesn't stick to the surface of your work table. So let me just continue. You can see the motion that I'm using, and I'll bring it together and then work it on the surface, shall we? So you can see how our mixture is now. So whatever portions that are still in like flaky or powdered form, you can just put a dip at the middle and then put it in there so that you can actually hold it. So I'm going to bring it together to the point that I can take it out of the bowl. You see that? So I want to lightly flour our work table so that we can knead it properly, so that we can have a very smooth finish. Okay? So you just use this motion and then bring together. Now you do this until you achieve a very smooth paste, enough for you to roll, and then you cut to any shape you desire. Let's see how that goes. So now our paste is smooth enough for us to roll. Now that we want to roll, we need to dust lightly again. Okay, and we'll also need a rolling pin. The common ones are these wooden ones, and this one serves very well. So this is one thing that the cake makers should have. So we'll roll to a certain level of thickness, and then we can use these cutters. They come in different sizes. They're called cookie cutters. You can use any shape you want, and then just cut out what you want. So let's roll this out to the thickness that we want. The reason you move it from time to time is just to make sure that it doesn't stick to the work surface. That's just why. So I'm going to roll this, you see how it is, and then we'll start cutting. So now I have rolled it to the much needed thickness that I want. And with the use of my cutter here, I'm going to just cut several portions. So you see how that is fine. We'll do this until we have it all. Now I've taken the liberty to grease and line this bake sheet here. This is where we're going to put our cinnamon biscuits. I'm so waiting for these things to pop out of you. So let's continue cutting. We can try to have circular ones too. Let's continue cutting, and then we'll arrange them on the tray. So let's go ahead. All right, so you can see I've cut up all my biscuits, my cinnamon biscuits, and then we have to grease and line this one other bake tray here. So we just arrange it just like I did on the other one. You know, just a slight space in between each cut out, and then we're good to pop it in the oven. Now remember that your oven has to be preheated, and then you use about 180 degrees when you're making biscuits. You know, intense heat has to be a little bit higher than when you're baking regular cakes. And then for just a short period of time, maximum 20-30 minutes, and this is good to go. It has to be, how do you know that it's ready? It has to be crispy and you know, dry. So you allow it to cool completely, and then you enjoy it with friends. So let's pop it into the oven, shall we?
Hello! Join the League of Aspiring Bakers aiming for excellence. Blu Cakes Training School has a great learning atmosphere, several courses with a faculty of seasoned tutors that have vast years of experience and are famous for producing exceptional results. We do not just raise cake makers, we are raising brands. Follow who know Rodo.
So wow, our cinnamon biscuits are out from the oven and very good to just serve. Remember I said it should be crunchy, like you allow it to cool so that you can have that crispy feel to it. So of course, serving it, you just present it in a way that your friends can appreciate, because you first see with your eyes before you eat, yeah? So this is very nice. Let me just have a taste. Wow, very crunchy and very tasty. You can serve this with drinks, you know. And the best way to store it is to put it in an airtight container and you know, keep it. Do not allow undue heat or moisture to get to it. This is really superb. So hit me up, send me messages, waiting to hear from you. If you have any questions about this tutorial, please let me know. Remember to like, share and subscribe to our channel. Until next time, on Baking Memories, I'm Akpevwe Idonor, Blu Cakes Nigeria. Ciao.